Okay, Wednesday afternoon. Well, it's 6 o'clock. I've been waiting here because we are shipping our second international piece of equipment, an Lumax Pro, to the country of Panama, and the truck driver was supposed to be here, and I've waited a whole extra hour and he didn't show up. So if you see this, Freddie, I did wait. Maybe they're coming tomorrow. They ran into some weather or whatever. So it is going from here to Miami, and then Miami on a big boat down to the country of Panama to my buddy Freddie down there. So hopefully those guys show up tomorrow. But anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with this video. 6 o'clock, leaving the shop. See this? This is a smoke detector. We're going to talk about this in just a second and what it has to do with my most hated word. My most hated word. I cannot stand this word. And it's a 4-letter word. It's the word lazy. Lazy. Take an honest assessment of yourself. Are you lazy? Just because you're a business owner doesn't mean that you can get an exemption from being lazy. I have to catch myself sometimes, although rare, because I can be honest, okay? I don't have a natural inclination to be lazy. I'm not. Naturally, I just stay busy, but it is something I have to keep myself in check and don't get lazy. Me and Dusty have always thrived good together because we're both wired the same way. For example, Friday afternoons, I'll usually tell Emily, I'll say, man, I'm zapped from the week. You know, we had a big pickup, we had a training class. I'm not going to do anything tomorrow on Saturday. I'm going to sit around and watch old Clint Eastwood westerns and drink sweet tea all day on Saturday. That's what I'm going to do. You know what winds up happening? Saturday morning, I'm up. I'll either be up here at the shop getting a start on skids and trailers for the next week, filming some content, doing something. Try not to be lazy. And it's a trap that you can fall into both on the front end of your business. Before you actually kick your business off and get started, you'll get analysis paralysis, which is really laziness disguised under trying to be careful and planning. It's good to plan, and it's good to have a plan and look at your numbers and all that stuff, but a lot of times guys will hide behind that and they never actually launch their business. They never actually go do anything. And that's a form of laziness. The opposite end of that spectrum is once you've kind of gotten established and you're a little bit successful, you have to make sure that you don't get lazy there either, because things start getting automated, things start getting easier, which is great. But now what do you do with that little bit of spare time that you've created? Well, if you're not watching yourself, you might get lazy. I try to always take that extra time and do something else. Example, we launched the Real Deal hose reels today. If you want to get one, go down to the link in the description. You can pre-order one. They're very close. Within the month, probably we'll be able to ship those out. So we did a pre-order sale today. You can go to the website and get you one on the way. They're great, but it took a bunch of mental gymnastics and time. And I could have just had my feet kicked up on the desk in the office and eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew, and my business would have been still going. It's normal speed, but I wouldn't have been gaining anything. We've got several other products that I can't tell you guys about quite yet, but they're in the pipeline. And I would never be there, and I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I get lazy. But I can't be satisfied with where I'm at. If I want to continue to grow and continue to do more, I can't be lazy and get any of that stuff done. Listen, if you're out there working 3 or 4 hour work days, you're doing yourself and your family a disservice, because you need to be working. Like, you need to be doing stuff. And work can come in many forms. It can be actually out there pulling the trigger, doing the jobs. It can be creating content like I'm doing right now. This is work to me. This is creating content for you guys and also for the channel. But I'm not being lazy. One of my best buddies, Aaron, over at Lean and Mean Academy. Aaron is a Jedi master of making money without busting a sweat. But that's not lazy. Aaron is using this muscle. I've never seen him hardly when he's not doing something. When he comes and hangs out with us for training, he'll get there a day early. I'm still busy running around doing stuff in the shop. Aaron's over there on his computer working. He's doing stuff. He's not on Facebook scrolling, looking at cat videos on YouTube. He's working. He's not lazy. See this guy here? Mike Vadan over at All American. Gotten to know Mike pretty well. Really successful guy. He's got multiple businesses, okay? He's not just running a Softwash company. He's running several successful businesses for years now, a couple of decades. And guys criticize Mike and all that. You know what? You're going to get criticism no matter what you do, but the truth is Mike is a hustler. Mike is busy. Mike's not out there pulling the wand, but Mike's busy, and that's why he's successful. See that logo? That's probably the most stolen image, business card, little thing that guys that go out there and copy and paste. That's Mike. Mike had that created years and years ago. He's a hustler. He's busy. Now, I'm not about that Gary V life that you've got to always be hustling. Like, I don't want to work 60-hour weeks till I'm dead, but I want to get it. I want to grow this thing to a point where it's an empire, and I'm never going to do that if I'm lazy. I don't want to be. I will not go to my grave being accused of being lazy. A lot of folks in our town, they'll stop me in stores and say, "Man, you guys are just, you're doing so great." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you could be doing a lot more if you just freaking wasn't sitting on the porch all day, drinking sweet tea and waving at traffic. Like, get out there and do something, man. You got how many hours a day do you work? You got all kinds of daylight. You can work more than 5 hours a day." See this smoke detector here? I've had conversations with people on the phone, several folks, and we'll be talking. I'm on the phone. They're at home and they're on their phone, and I can hear in the background chirp, beep, right? About every 45 seconds, a minute, you hear beep, and I know what it is. It's that familiar sound of the smoke detector with no battery or a dead battery in the back of it. Now, the folks that built this smoke detector and the folks at Underwriters Laboratory tested this, and they said, "Well, fellas, we're going to put a chirp on this thing. That way, surely no human could stand hearing the decibel level or the tone that this thing's going to create when it's not getting enough power, that battery dies." So they're going to change that battery out, but you know what? They didn't account for laziness. How many people do you know, maybe your house right now, in the background, you're watching this video and in the background you're hearing beep because you're too lazy to go put a stinking battery in a smoke detector? How do you do it? How do you overcome being lazy? If you're in your car, look around. Are the floorboards and the seats and the back seat full of crap? Is there garbage everywhere? Is your house a mess? Do you have clutter all over the place? Stop and do it right now. Right now. Right now. Don't plan to do it tomorrow. Do it right now. And eventually you will ingrain in yourself. You will work that laziness out of yourself. And I'm not saying I'm like the ninja guru, master shifu of all of anti-laziness, but I honestly can tell you guys, I don't really have a big problem with laziness, and I think it's holding a lot of folks back because they're just lazy. Don't be lazy. Get out there and do some work. All right, go in here and take a quick shower and head to church, midweek church service. Hope you guys are going to have a great week, be successful, make some money this week. You still got a couple days of the work week left. Hey, if you're not where you need to be by the end of the week, you can work on Saturday. There's always Saturday. Hope you have a great week, guys. We'll see you later.